email she's feeling a bit under the weather, so she won't be here.
Aw. Well, get
So
well
I
soon,
hope.
Becky.
Yeah, I know. I hope she is able to join us tomorrow night.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, after this show, you want to just come back for a couple of minutes and just talk about what we're going to do
Sure.
Thursday?
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good. Hello. Okay, I'm putting it on the website now. Looks like we got
Okay, very good. Oh, it's live. Scooter. Hey, Scooter X. Live.
So
live.
There we go. Okay, website has been updated.
Okay, very good. Hey, Scooter X.
Hello, hello. Hey, perfect. We got that. We got that. We got a lot of. I'm gonna probably honestly host chat can probably be all the changes and extras on top of.
Oh yeah, that's good.
On top of
that's
the
a good
ants,
idea.
obviously, but
that's a good idea.
Refresh. Perfect. I'm. It's like black magic here. I need a brighter background than my black T-shirt. Black on black. I know they tell you not to do that, but.
Fuel boat. Paul CG J5. Wow, everybody's so prompt.
I know everyone's rolling in here. Now that we're
rolling in. Giz one, ho ho. Pizza Planet. That's where I want to live.
That's on my shirt.
The Pizza Planet. Yeah.
1 second.
So is Pizza Planet? Oh, Wiki. Hey, Caesar.
Hello, Caesar. Yep, Scooter X has got it. This is a Toy Story reference.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the Pizza Planet from Toy Story. In the first movie, they go there. I think in the second movie, they also go there. But the Pizza Planet truck shows up in every movie.
Oh, how funny.
Pizza Planet. There it is. This is
Now,
a little bit I don't typically wear Disney merchandise. Well, I guess I do.
I was going to say, what do you mean?
I actually try not to. Not that often. Compared to some other folks I see around here, I wear it a lot less than others. But I like the Pizza Planet one. It's pretty subtle.
Oh, absolutely.
I like the subtle merchandise. Every once in a while, I'll do a good Mickey face. Yeah. Or a whole bunch of Mickey characters, but
I have a Mickey apron.
Yes.
Kitchen apron I like. No, you didn't work. You didn't work what did you make those balloons?
I did that at a restaurant in Austin called Matt's El Rancho. It was a Tex-Mex restaurant. And technically I didn't sell balloons. I gave away balloons. But you could tip me for whatever you wanted.
Oh, I see. Okay. Technically. Okay.
Yeah. Well, as people were waiting, it was a very popular restaurant. So sometimes wait times would be 30 minutes an hour.
Oh, so that was great.
So I'd be in the waiting area just making balloons for kids and having a good time.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 7:30. Let's see.
Let's
The
do
Giz
it.
Wiz, the Giz Wiz gives the kids' camera another chance. He finds a way to brush all your teeth at
Oh,
once,
nice.
and your final
New Year's resolution
solution
gadget.
gadget.
Okie dokie. Kid camcorder, a second chance, all teeth at once, and last crappy corner. Here we go. In 3, 2. On this episode of the Giz Wiz Diggity gives his kid camera a second chance. Also a way to brush all of your teeth at once. And I have the very last of the New Year's resolution crappy corner. All coming up next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, side hustle biologist, Dick D. Bartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you've been the one that's been traveling.
I have been. Holy
Yes.
moly. In between last show and this show, in fact, right after last show, I got in a car and drove to Texas with the dogs and had a wonderful Christmas with my immediate and extended family. Our Christmas traditions, just to do the minimum of Christmas, takes 3 days. The absolute minimum Christmas expectation is 3 days of events. We extended it a bit to accommodate everyone's schedule, so it was about a 5-day event for Christmas this year. And I appreciate the last minute change because my mother even pointed out, she's like, "How are you going to get back in time to record this?" I was like, you are right. I thought I'd be able to just teleport home, and I don't know how I thought that, but I need time to drive home. So we did a last minute reschedule.
No problem. I got to talk to them, and they sent me
Oh, a gift!
a gift. They sent me fudge, but then
yes.
they said we found these railroad train socks.
Oh, that's great. That's very
cute, isn't
good.
it?
I dream and train. I'm glad you didn't open that too much more because I saw the full gift. You should look underneath the I dream and train sock.
Oh my God! It's
Because that's the
$1,000
punchline. There's a punchline there.
Yeah. Oh, there is? Oh.
Yes.
I dream I'm a train. Wait a minute. Is it on the other sock? Wait a minute.
Yeah, I think it might be on the other sock. This is so funny that this is happening live.
Oh, okay. I don't snore.
I don't snore. I dream and train. Ah! You get it?
Oh, I get it now.
Honestly, the I dream and train was probably, that's all it needed.
Yeah.
Was, I don't count sheep. I count trains.
I do.
There's
I
the-
dream and train. That's great. That's great.
So yeah, it was for me. It was a wonderful Christmas. Great Christmas.
How long is that trip?
It's about 2 days of driving.
Oh my God.
Obviously it depends on how much you want to sit in the car, but my threshold for this trip was about 9 hours. So 9 hours, and then I'd be around Biloxi, and then I took another 9 hours to get down to Austin, or get over to Austin. So, and that's with
gosh.
supercharging and everything.
Oh,
and
yes.
it works great with the dogs.
Do they have hotels with car charging?
They do. Some of them do. And there used to be, I haven't looked at it in a while, but there used to be a map that I think Tesla provided that was like, here are some destination chargers at hotels. The destination chargers are a lot slower than the superchargers, but the idea is you're staying there overnight. So
Yeah.
so it's pretty easy. And most hotels are also very good about advertising that they have those type of chargers. This trip with the dogs, I was more worried about getting a pet-friendly hotel than a charging hotel.
Yeah.
And especially with the supercharging network, I mean, I would pass, like, it used to be it was every charger was a hop. Like it was like one charger, and they strategically placed the next charger on the interstate to be almost exactly where I needed to be. But now there are so many superchargers that I'll pass one or two on my drive, and before I like need to stop for like maybe it'll be the third or fourth one on the interstate, and so it brings the anxiety of finding a charger or getting to the hotel, because the battery will degrade a tiny bit overnight. So like getting to the hotel with 20%, but because it might be cold and it degrades, leaving the hotel with only 10% battery, and then I don't have enough to get to the next supercharger.
Oh yeah.
That's the fear, but because there's so many, it's pretty easy to say, okay, I'm going to choose the supercharger that's the next closest to the hotel, charge up to 70%, and then I'll park, and the next morning I have plenty of charge. It makes it pretty easy to plan.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Which is great. So yeah, did you have any Christmas activities?
Boy, you know what? Dennis and I thought we'll go to the New York Museum of Natural History, and everybody will be in the planetarium, and we can go see the ant exhibit. Well, the ant exhibit was packed, but it's fascinating. I shot a little 20-second video. These ants carry 100 times their weight.
Look how big the leaves are compared to them.
Yes, and not only that, you know what? I guess I didn't get it. They also carry baby ants on top of the leaf if the baby ant is going someplace. And I'm thinking, wow, I think I work hard. Look at... I mean,
it's amazing that they, they all got together and read the memo on where to go.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And
they get the little packing slip. Where's this baby going? This baby's going all down to hole 58? Okay, we'll take him down there.
Yeah, I should have taken a picture of the whole thing. This is a clear plastic tunnel that goes up and across the top of the museum and down the other side.
Wow.
And they get leaves from one side of the museum, and then they go up this thing and across, and they're building nests on the other side. I mean, the museum does incredible exhibits. Who worked this out so that the ants actually had a job and a place to get leaves and a place to go and build with them?
It's almost a little bit morbid. Is okay. Well, we could just give them the leaves, but let's put them way on the other side of.
Yeah. Well, what do you want? The leaves lounging around all day, and then
exactly. What else are they going to do? And they're ants.
I want to see 1,000 ants in lounge chairs. I paid $20 to get in here.
And here is a pile of ants. There you go. Read the plaque if you would. That'll help us out. No, that's a really, really cool exhibit. That's really, really neat. Because I have seen ants carrying the leaves like that, but in nature documentaries and things like that. And to see it right there, very cool, very cool.
Yeah, it's neat, really neat.
Another very cool, speaking of very cool things, talk about a segue. You guys are absolutely amazing. You guys have been funding the CES fundraiser.
Yes.
And we were at 42%. I couldn't be happier. Y'all are incredible. Thank you. We've gotten a few big donations recently.
Yes.
And it's just absolutely awesome. Every dollar helps with the travel to CES, boarding, and getting around all the logistics. So any dollar given is appreciated. And so far, we just appreciate everything that's been given so far. So thank you guys.
Great.
So much.
And you have, when do you leave? People can still donate.
Yeah, I leave. So they've pushed CES back. So I'll be leaving. I have my flights booked, but it'll be the second week of January is when I'm leaving.
Okay, so we're basically, tomorrow night we're doing a New Year's Eve welcome for East Coast.
Yes.
We're doing that starting 11:15. And then next Thursday, we'll be back to our normal time and day. And we're doing 2 shows back to back. The best of and the worst of, 2 different shows. and one of those we'll cover when you're away at CES on the 11th.
Yes. So look forward to that. Is that we have New Year's Eve show, and then the best of worst of, which we'll be recording on the next 4th. Is that the right?
What do I? Oh, I just got a yes.
Perfect.
January 4th.
January 4th, we'll be doing two
shows
episodes.
back. Yeah.
And so everyone look forward to that. And definitely the New Year's Eve show. It is always so fun. We just hang out. We bring in the new year. And especially if you're here watching the live stream with us now, please head on out. I think that this episode, I'm going to try to turn around this episode kind of quick too. So if you're listening to it, you also may still have a chance the night of the 31st going into the 1st. Please join us. GizWiz.tv. It's always super fun time. And that'll be bringing in the new year on the East Coast.
Yes.
Pretty easy.
Well, is there another coast?
Yeah, right. There is only the
Times
East Coast.
Square, and we do it live just 40 blocks from Times Square.
That's a good in New York City.
In New York City. Yeah. Actually, the tail end of the crowd at Times Square is just on our corner. That's how popular.
Do you think you could come out, walk out your door, and see the crowd from Times Square?
Almost.
Close enough is what we like to say. It's close enough to Times Square.
Exactly.
So that'll be a ton of fun. Hope everybody joins us. With that, I guess let's jump into some gadgets.
Okay, here's gadget number 1.
Recently on a Giz Wiz show, Chad said, that's like having a toothbrush that brushes all your teeth at one time. Well, ta-da! Sonic brush, U-shaped brush, brushes all your teeth, top and bottom.
In
45 seconds, and it's all over the place. I believe I saw this one first. And back then it was, quote, $160, but they were selling it for $80. Now it seems to be down to $60. Here's another one for $40. And you'll notice they all look the same, actually. Yeah. AliExpress had a ton of them. I bought this one. It's gone up a bit. I bought mine about 6 weeks ago, and back then it was about $11. And that's what we're going to look at. All right, so let's see what mine looks like. And this is it.
Looks like an award.
Oh.
It's an award for you.
I don't know about this. Ladies and gentlemen, I can hardly believe that out of all the people in the world,
the cleanest gum award,
U-shaped award for ultra entertainment.
Underrated, maybe.
Yes. All right, so it comes on a charging base, and plug the USB cable into the basement. I guess I'll have to go down the cellar.
Time to get a basement. Start digging.
I mean, in the base.
I don't have a basement. Oh, the base.
And
the base.
If it's pulsating or blinking, it's charging, which it is. And when it stops, it'll be fully charged. So we'll wait. And I read a lot of reviews, and it turns out people said it works much better with toothpaste foam. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Me neither.
So I also bought toothpaste foam to try this out. So when it's fully charged, I will save you the grief. We'll put the foam on it. We'll cut away, and then I can show you what it looks like.
Tell us about your experience.
Yes, exactly.
Instead of
it's still pulsating, but it's been plugged in more than an hour. And it says fully charged in an hour.
So I think I saw something similar to this.
Foam. I don't know how.
Did you?
At a CES, but it was expensive and.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm really excited to see your. Foam. It seems like the mainstream, easy to achieve.
Take it out of here, out of the charger.
This foam is so interesting,
isn't it?
Both sides,
I'm interested on your review on that too.
All right. And don't look at me.
It'll only be 40 seconds, folks.
Okay, so now
Is the blue
the
light?
brush also comes with voice-over technology.
Oh, look at that.
That
Wow,
lets me-
Dick, you're a ventriloquist. Whoa!
Yes, exactly. It lets me talk as I brush. It's miraculous.
Do you
so
think
I
those
actually-
blue lights, they seem like the IR lights that like destroy bacteria. Do you think that's a feature?
You know what? I think that's what they're sort of making you think.
But they're
what?
just blue lights.
I think it's just a blue light. Exactly. Exactly. And every ad has a different. One ad said, "Brush all your
But,
teeth in
in
10 to 15."
theory,
Here we go.
my teeth are clean.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I think I hit the wrong button.
Uh-oh.
All right.
You shouldn't have used that dirt toothpaste. That's the problem.
You should have bought the white toothpaste, not the black toothpaste.
Exactly.
My teeth did feel clean, but I could tell from, and I did it several times, I could tell from, I floss with a water pick after I used a toothbrush.
Yeah.
And I can see a seed or two things that my regular ultrasonic toothbrush would have gotten.
Yeah.
It took the water pick to get out. And
yeah.
also the thing is, you have to work the toothbrush back and forth, and
Which seems awfully similar to just normally brushing.
Yes, exactly. And that my particular brush, as I said, they're all over the lot. The opening of this ad says 10 to 12 seconds to brush your teeth. Later on, it says 45 seconds. I timed it several times. This particular brush runs for exactly 38 seconds. So I can brush your teeth in 38 seconds. I think, I like the idea that I'm done in 38 seconds. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous when you think you can do the job completely in 2 minutes. So you're saving like less than a minute and a half. But I'm going to use it from time to time. I'm not going to make it my regular toothbrush. And they are everywhere. They're on Amazon.
Here's the Amazon. It's quite expensive, $27. Quite expensive for the other options I've already spied. With a 10% off coupon. You gave us a Temu, kind of just a whole bunch of.
And also be careful. I saw one that it was $1.98, and I thought, how could that be? And so I put it in my cart, and it turned out it was the brush, not
the motor.
The motor. Okay, and you are supposed to replace the brush every 3 months. But they are relatively inexpensive. I think they're about $250 to $350.
And of course, Scooter X is coming through with an option.
Boop. Oh boy, he got it.
Now this is the 99-cent one, but this is what he was saying is $7.56 with free shipping. $7.56.
Wow.
With a pink toothbrush.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that looks like the one.
It looks like it's similar, maybe without the light.
Yeah, you know, I don't. Let me just
click this and see if we gain any information from their little video here. Oh, look, they use the phone too.
Phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's just hanging out.
She's doing it wrong. She is doing it wrong. No, lady, it doesn't clean anything that way. It's just vibrating.
Yeah, those are not veneers for sure.
No.
What is this? A copyrighted song? I want it muted. Oh, well, it's over. I accidentally rolled over. Anyway, some options. Definitely aim for the less expensive one because I don't think it's worth the $30.
Yeah, well, yeah. And there are 3 brushing modes. They call it comfortable cleaning mode, whitening mode, and power brush mode. Okay. I was using power brush mode, which is what comes on.
You would think that this worked really well. I'm surprised that there isn't a Sonicare or a Philips or any of the a competitor like this that I have seen in Walmart
in the
or Target.
marketplace. Yes,
Yeah.
no, you're absolutely right.
I'm kind of shocked that I haven't seen the typical brands go after this. Interesting. That it's still like an online, lesser known way to brush all your teeth.
And I do like the foam paste.
Oh, that's what I meant to ask. Yeah.
No, I like it a lot. I would use it on my regular toothbrush.
Interesting.
Because the other
Is it
stuff
lighter? Like, does you feel like if you were to squirt it on your regular toothbrush, do you feel like it would be enough?
You know what? That's why I think it works better on this, because you put 6 dots of it.
Yes.
Round.
Yes.
And then I think it's too lightweight for a palette brush, unless you kept taking, unless every quadrant, you have the brush that every quadrant it beeps.
Yes. Well, I have had an electric one in the past that does that. Typically, now I'm just going old school. I'm tired of worrying about the Sonicare. I had a Sonicare for years.
Right.
It was like over $100 when I bought it. It was so nice.
Yeah.
And
so
I just
stopped brushing totally.
Say it again.
You just stopped brushing totally.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. No,
it's like a waste of time, isn't it?
But it was like I was so nervous about taking it with me and making sure that it didn't break, and then making sure it was charged all correctly. And honestly, just switching back to a $1, soft toothbrush.
Oh my gosh!
I will spend the 2 minutes just brushing, and then I feel like I can not have to worry about. I don't have to worry if I'm pressing too hard. I just brush my teeth.
Oh, okay.
And
you do your hair at the same time, because you just want.
I
just like that.
I do that, and I put on the makeup, and then I shave at the same time. Yeah, I mean, it may take me a bit longer, but my dentist hasn't told me that I'm.
Oh, okay, good.
He's not sitting there going, "Yeah, you got to do something about these teeth." My teeth seem pretty good, so it's been working out, and I don't have to stress about what toothbrush I'm using, or if I lose it, or. I think that's you got to learn how to live with ADHD and losing things. And
okay.
Having only a few things that I really need to keep track of, like a laptop or my phone, is probably best, as long as we can get that list down.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm excited because you were talking about you went and you gave the kids' camcorder a second chance.
Oh, yeah. So take a peek, and I'll show you what I did.
Okie dokie.
That cost $10 and didn't work at all. And Chad said, "Oh, I wanted to see what kind of video a $10 camcorder could do, since they said it was 1080p." Anyway, I went back on Amazon, and now there was a 10% off coupon. So the camcorder was $8.99, right within the Giz Wiz budget. And I figured, maybe Chad can see what kind of video it takes after all. So this is what
So this is a brand new one.
I bought it.
Wow.
I'll wish $9.
Took it out of the box like I'm doing now. I turned it on, and it came on. Okay. Then it came on because there was a little bit of charge in the battery.
I remember what you
Then I fully charged the battery, turned it on, and the screen lit up just blank. So I figured, you know what? I'll just buy it in a different color. Maybe that'll make it better. Okay, the reviews are very iffy. Got 3.9 out of 5 stars.
Which is not
horrendous. Loved
horrendous.
it. This is it. I bought green this time. Green for luck. All right, so in reality, let me just see. It says USB-C. The last one was not USB-C. This one is not USB-C. Oh, it comes with a green bag. All right, so the last time I opened it up, and it did go on. So let us see if that happens again. Oh, it doesn't do it automatically. You have to push this.
That would cost an extra few dollars to.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. Good
Okay,
news.
so it does 6 things. You can shoot stills, video, use it as a voice recorder, play games.
The games is the
I
funniest.
forgot what the other things are. All right, so now, like
Settings and playback.
like last week, I will. You know what? I think. You know what? If there's enough battery, I'm just going to try to record with this. I'm not even going to take. It comes with a 32 gigabyte SD card. So I'm assuming that we push this.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
No,
Oh,
it's
that's
not.
right. It's not a touch screen.
Oh.
So we have to figure out how we get that. Oh, okay. So that is highlighted. And then
Yeah, what's the OK
to
button?
push.
Yes,
Is
what
that
is it?
going to let it? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe you've pushed the top.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh, I
dun,
see
dun. Recording.
Yes.
All right. This is
It has
very,
a
very
red
good.
dot on the
So I'll
screen.
record Dennis recording me. Yeah. And we'll go up to our
Ooh, the
Ceiling
galaxy
there?
light.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yes.
all right.
The
This is great. This is great. Maybe this is
Projector.
the way to do it. So we'll
yes, the robotic
see what the
projector.
video looks like. All right, so that's my logo.
I love the burned in
And that
time.
is the-
That's wrong.
Yes, I didn't set it.
The stars on my ceiling thing. That looks pretty good.
Honestly, I'm more impressed than less
And
impressed.
we'll look around my studio here.
For an $8 camera?
Mad.
A kid
mad
would love
stuff,
this.
mad
This would be
stuff,
kid
mad
memories for sure.
And wonder how close you can come. This is a Mad XL Special.
That's the camera
Writer
used
of
to
the
record
month.
UFOs.
I don't know. I don't know why Writer of the Month is pictured with a roach. All right. So I know I'm probably.
This is honestly great for $8.
Dubious about their memory
Yeah,
cards, so
$8.99. This is
I took their
unbelievable.
memory
I think
card out
kids
because
would
I
have a
thought,
heck of a lot
suppose
of
there's some kind of something illegal on that memory card, like to infect my computer.
Right,
So I
some
put my own
virus.
memory card in, okay?
That's how they-
do you
that's how they
think
make it so
Dennis is
cheap.
shy at all? Possibly. And we'll end with my Jack Davis photo.
Jack Davis portrait.
And my letter. Portrait. This is all blown out. Will it focus on that? My letter.
Oh, the LEDs
It
are
doesn't
making
like
a-
that at all. My letter from George Lucas. I think it's because there's a LED bulb in there
Yep.
that is freaking the camera out. All right, that's it. We'll see what we get. Resolution is 640 by 480.
There might be a
Mono,
way to change
obviously.
that.
It's an AVI file, 30 frames a second.
Yeah, no 1080. Like,
No 1080.
I
But
expected it to be
for
what it is.
$9, there's only one small problem, and that's
Uh-oh.
you cannot. You have to play it through something because, listen, I'm putting a speaker to the mic. You
I
can't hear
see.
it, right?
Yeah, its internal speaker is really bad.
Terrible. Weird.
Really
weird.
bad.
That was the main complaint from people, is
Yeah.
that you can't hear it. And you would think for $9 they'd have a headphone jack.
Exactly. But once you get that file off the SD card.
Oh, yeah. Well, you heard it. You heard
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Here's what I'm comparing it to in my mind is when I was a kid, we had what was it? The Superboy, I think. It was, you could record cassettes. You got a little cassette, it had a little microphone, and you would record
Oh,
it.
Mr. Microphone, wasn't it?
Something like that. I still have the cassette that I used, and it is so funny to go back and listen to what I was recording that day that I was playing around with. You can hear my sister in the background. I'm just making stuff up. It's goofy. But that's the same thought process of this, is give this to a kid, see what they record, don't delete any of it. It'll be on the little SD card, and to have, even though it's pretty crummy quality, the microphone's okay enough, the automatic camera is okay enough, it costs $9. Who cares if they destroy it? Who cares what they do to it? Yes. The Talk Boy, Marsworm is correct. It was called the Talk Boy. It wasn't Home Alone. This has its own sort of lore around it, is that it didn't exist. They made it up for the movie, but when everyone saw it in the movie, they wanted it so bad that they ended up making it, and it was a huge hit. Here's some Google photos of it. This is the one that I had. I had the blue.
Oh, I had one too.
Yeah, yeah. And I love this. And I still have the tape from when I was younger. Wow. I digitized it a while back. It's because I just used the headphone out, one of those cables that switches the headphone to a mic, and plugged it into a computer and hit record. But this is great, this $9 thing, as long as it works and as long as it charges.
Yeah, I mean, with Amazon, I got my money. I'm getting my money back on the first one, which was $14 before they dropped it to. And is it still, the coupon still there? Yeah,
the 10% off coupon.
It's still there.
I love that it's recorded digitally already. The only other thing that I could think of is like give a kid an old iPhone. Or
that could be, yeah.
But still, $9, you're not gonna beat that. That's great. No. And I love the colors.
With a little case.
Yeah. I agree with you about the viruses.
Yeah.
You might want to purchase your own SD card and just throw the SD card.
That. If you have to connect it to a computer, which you have to if you're going to download the video.
Yeah.
So
I don't think you'd be paranoid if you did that. I would not judge you for being paranoid.
Yeah, no, I did do that, like I said. For $9, maybe they just want to weigh into my computer.
Exactly. This is a $9 thing, but the ransomware, that's where they get you. Yeah, they get you. It's like getting you on shipping. They get you with the ransomware. Okay, that's great. I'm glad you gave it a second chance.
No, I did. I am too. Okay, one more gadget, and it was a what the heck is it for Dennis only, and I explain why that is.
Okay.
This is a very different kind of what the heck is it, because only Dennis is going to guess. So, Dennis, what is in this box? And I will tell you. Have any idea without my giving you a hint?
An alligator?
A what?
An alligator?
An alligator? No. It's something that broke recently, and you said, "Oh, damn, my thing broke. Wish I had another one."
My heart.
Yes, you guessed it.
It cuts deep.
Amazing. Any other guess?
Boy, I can't think of it.
It's something you had, you liked, and it broke.
Wow.
And I can tell you now, I looked up the order, and it broke in less than 6 months.
Boy, I'm trying to think.
Okay. It is a fireplace. One of those miniature fireplaces.
Oh, really? Oh, you're kidding. Oh.
So, Rachel, in chat, Chad and I were murdering how to pronounce the name of this.
Yes, Sims to Rachel.
Okay. She said it's simply Temu. Mm-hmm. All right. So I thought, well, you know what? Instead of spending $35, let's see if Temu sells that kind of thing. It's a mini fireplace. They do. And also, they are fast. I think Rachel said they were quick. I ordered this December 23rd. It came a little while ago. It's December 29th. It came here in 6
compared
days.
To Alibaba.
So the thing is it a piece of crap, or is it going to be like the fireplaces that we bought on Amazon? Now, we tend to run them 24 hours a day, and so they sort of burn out like in 6 months. But this one, I believe, was $14. Now I can tell you the picture looks the same. And if you're buying one of these things, be aware that there are cheaper versions, but the cheaper versions are battery only, okay? And if you leave them on a lot, you can go through a lot of batteries. This one is USB and battery, so that's what you want.
It's a slick
Looks
box
good.
for only 14. I'm
Box is
judging
not
it on the
sealed.
box.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I sort of don't know
Doesn't
quite
look
why they couldn't get the
particularly like
thing
it
on
was
straight.
repacked.
But
And I hope the glass is not broken, which has been a problem.
well, they solved it by making the front plastic, which is actually better.
No
They used
cable.
the ones on Amazon with glass,
annoying.
and two of them came broken.
Oh, look at that.
That's cute.
Oh, it looks exactly the same,
It
doesn't
looks
it?
adorable.
Power cable was stuck in the bottom of the frame here, so we don't need to open it.
That's a little battery compartment if you're not using the cable.
Boy, I think this looks pretty
It
nifty.
does. It's nicely designed.
I feel like you could put a little Christmas
Plug
tree
this
on
little
it with
guy
some
in.
little
You need one of
gifts.
those little converter plugs, which I have. Turning it on. Whoa.
Oh, there it goes.
That's cute. Yeah.
Does it look as good as the one you had?
Yeah, basically. What I usually do, I put some real twigs in front so it looks more natural.
You put twigs in front.
Yeah.
You open the box, or you put
I
her
think
in?
I opened it, I think. I forget how I did it, or maybe you can glue them on the front, but it makes it look more natural. But it looks pretty good.
Oh, okay. Very good.
The fire looks pretty good. Yeah.
We couldn't find any mini stockings to hang on this, but it's after Christmas anyway. But we're just doing another 10 or 15 seconds here in a dimmer room. So this is what it looks like. Look pretty good?
It looks so cozy.
Excellent. Okay. This was a good buy from Temu. So, Rachel, thank you for recommending them. And if they can ship stuff that's fast, that's a great alternate to AliExpress. And this thing is called the Fireplace Lantern, and it comes in many shapes and sizes. I'll go to their page in a minute. You can either use it with 3 AA batteries, which are not included, or the little power cable and run it off USB. This is the one I bought on Amazon August 15th. So it lasted, like less than, about almost 6 months, I guess.
No, lasted 4 months,
$32.90, 5% off. About $1.60 off. So like $31, something like that. So this is it on Temu. More than 55,000 reviews, 4.7 out of 5 stars, and $19.48, and free shipping.
I'm impressed. Honestly.
Yeah. And when I bought it, I looked at it was under $15 when I bought mine.
Yeah.
So
So you had a
it's
good
pretty neat.
experience with the
Temu. with shipping, and the unit itself is nice, and they make a bunch of different. I don't know. The designer said, "Oh, let's get a shot of the fireplace out in the lawn."
Exactly.
Doesn't quite make sense.
It does make it seem like there's a chance this could be like 5 feet tall.
Oh, maybe they think
it's hard to tell perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
They're kind of fun, and they come in many shapes, and under $20. I like it a lot.
I do, yeah. And Temu, first good experience so far.
Absolutely,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah, especially when you compare the price over at Amazon.
It was about half the price.
Yeah, that's quite
the
a
one
difference.
that I bought. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Okay, well, with that, let's move to...
Oh my gosh.
But you might want it at Chad. Ed's Crappy Corner. Get it?
Okie dokie. New Year's resolution gadgets. And what do we want to do for our resolutions? Eat healthy. It's time to stop going to restaurants and fast food, and we're going to eat at home. So I got this onion to eat later, I guess. And the problem is when you're at home, making your own things, eating your own ingredients, sometimes you don't need it all. So let's say I added this to my, my dish. I still got this half of an onion. What am I going to do with it? Introducing the Ferberware fruit and vegetable saver. Look at these. Now, when I originally picked them up, I thought that there was like special technology in them to make sure that they kept things fresher, and that might be the case. But what I'm very confused by is that there is no instructions. So that's them out of the packaging. And I had expected this to kind of like open up and explain a bit more about these savers, but there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing on the packaging that explains how it works or...
Yes, I've gotten the gadget like that. I think it's because the people making the label don't know what it is.
I don't think they do.
And they figure, oh, just say tomato.
Just say it's a saver. So
exactly.
It's funny because when I was checking out, the person checking me out goes, "Oh yeah, these are interesting. You know, we use these instead of Ziplocs." And I was like, maybe that is the whole point. There's this the thing that looks like garlic does have some air holes at the bottom that the thing that looks like an onion does not. So maybe there's a little bit of design thought going into there. So I picked up kind of the largest onion that this is a white onion, that I could find, and to kind of test the size. So it fits, it barely fits. If it was much bigger, it would not. And then the edges, they have like these teeth. So I do have to line up the edges. There you go. And there we go. Now we have a little holder for my onion. I guess this will look kind of adorable sitting in the fridge. Now here's the garlic one. The garlic one seems supersized because there is not a garlic that I have ever seen.
Yeah, I know.
This actually seems, you could have an onion too big for that. This seems like you would need like 5 garlics to like start filling this thing up. It works the same way where you have the teeth that lock in, which I guess kind of help. Let me see if I wonder if it's keyed so that it will always line up. Because
also, isn't the holes gonna
I guess
smell your refrigerator?
Are the holes gonna what?
Let the odor out to
I guess they would, but maybe garlic needs to breathe a bit?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe? I don't know. So this is kind of annoying. There are these keys, and I guess it's to make sure that as you snap it closed, all the ridges line up. And so if you're off, I just kind of rotated this. It will not, they don't all line up anymore. So you got to find the correct teeth in order, there we go, I got it. In order for it to actually line up and close. That's a bit annoying. Honestly. So there you go. That's kind of all they are. I thought when I was buying them that they were going to be like a specialty saver container to help these last longer. And it wasn't until I was at the checkout that she was like, "Oh, just use these instead of a Ziploc," that I was like, "Oh, you might be right. That all they are fancy looking containers." It was inexpensive. So this was only $6 for both of them, so $3 a container. And I tried looking online to find a few, and I could not find exactly what I got. I picked this up at like a Macy's. And so let me open that. here is something similar that I found, a tomato storage container for $7.50, and these kind of have different looks to them. You can even get cheese storage containers. And then there's a lot of other just kind of storage-y things, but not exactly this 2-pack that I got. And so I am wondering, I kind of was hoping that someone in the chat might know the ventilation versus non-ventilation, if there was a reason that that there's a reason that it was like that. I like how Steve's just like, I vote that this is a very crappy.
Luke says garlic needs air.
But the onion, yeah, garlic I guess needs air to. Also, do I throw this in my fridge? I really wish they had instructions on what to do with this, but there are none. Garlic will mildew. Be refrigerated, yes. Now I just smell garlic. I'm trying to see if this will keep the odor inside. There we go. So there we go. That is the last of the New Year's resolution gadgets. Next month, we're going to be doing our CES gadgets. So there's not going to be a crappy corner category. We'll pick that back up in February. And then, of course, the next 2 shows are also our best of and worst of. So you may see a few of the crappy corner gadgets we've talked about. Again, with that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse. Fun.
Our email is from Victor in Texas, who says, "Hi guys, I am sending you my first video, and it's a great gadget. And here is Victor's video."
Perfect.
Hello guys, this is the EcoFlow Delta 1000. We got it up a couple years ago right after the snowstorm we had here in South Texas, where we ended up with that power for about 3 to 4 days. So we decided to just not go through that experience
Not
again.
fun.
So we ended up getting this unit. It allows you to run about 1,500 watts at a time, about 13 devices, 6 AC units and 6 USB combination, and another one I believe is 7 USBs and 66 units. And it's about 30 pounds, not the lightest, but you're not moving this around that much. We got it mostly because we wanted to make sure that we get the appliances, especially the refrigerator, protected and plugged in. It also acts like a UPS system. Once you plug in the device, you can plug the unit itself to AC power, and it keeps charged. And as long as the power goes on, it keeps the unit running like a UPS system. So as soon as the power goes off, the refrigerator doesn't know what happened, for example, because the unit kicks in immediately with the power and feeds the unit or whatever's plugged into it. It saves the unit, especially when you have those outages when the power is going in and out. That helps tremendously as a protecting device. The other thing here we have is in the display, it shows you the number of hours, the percentage, how much input is going through that at the time. So right now I'm charging this little fan. It shows you it's going 3 watts, it's going outside, and for that I can run 99 plus hours also. And on the other side, you plug in the units. You just plug in up to 6 devices. Right now I just plug in for so you can see it's just a can opener. But as soon as I trigger the can opener, you'll see the power go out, and then it'll show you how many watts it's going.
Oh, how interesting!
And it'll tell you how many hours you can run on that power, right?
That's great.
That is great.
So if I only run
real-time feedback's amazing.
The can opener, it'll be 13 hours that I can run the unit. But most refrigerators do not need that much power to run, as long as you plug them in and keep them cold. So we figure we got about 3 days at least of this unit will keep that refrigerator running, plus running our electronics charged if we don't keep that much. And maybe if we run an electric blanket or something, it can run down an extra day or so, but we shouldn't have that problem. We recently took it camping, and
I bet that's
for
great.
a day and a half that we used it, we hardly used any of the power. It still shows 100%, even though it was mostly for our cell phones and a couple of lights. It wasn't that much. It also can also charge via solar panels. We did buy the solar panels, and solar panels will charge this unit in for about 5 hours if you have full light. From the power from the wall, or rapid charge in an hour up to 80%, in an hour and a half 100%.
Wow.
So if you get a good break and you get another hour of power, it'll fully charge the unit, and you have another 3 days on that.
Wow.
You can run ovens and things like that, but obviously that's going to run the power down significantly. But mostly we got it for just protection of the refrigerator and be able to run our cell phones, lights, flashlights, recharge everything out on this one. So it's about 30 pounds. So I think I said that. So hopefully that's not, you're not going to be moving it that much anyway. So thank you. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
It was a great video.
Boy, that unit is kind of interesting, isn't it?
Fascinating. I love the real-time feedback, so you really know, okay, this thing, if I want to plug in this light and the radio and start charging my phone, how much is that going to affect long-term, how much battery I have?
See, I thought refrigerators took a lot of power.
So from what I understand, the compressor will take up a bunch of power as it's running, but because it's typically pretty passive, because the insulation will just keep it cold.
Okay.
And so they're basically efficient with how much power they draw, which is awesome, especially like if you have medications that need to be chilled.
Yeah, and absolutely.
You know, there's a lot of reasons why you really want that refrigerator to, and then of course, food, of course. So what's the cost? Ranger Rick is honestly.
Okay, I put their website there.
Yeah, so
they make a ton of these.
They make a lot of different sizes, which is like massive. Like that plug there looks like it's a plug that could run my car.
But you know what? The price. I thought the price was up top. I was going to say, how could they be so cheap?
No. Yeah, they're
it's 900, but you get 350 off.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, that's the price off. So it looks like it's about 3,000 for the massive one with multiple solar panels and things like that.
This looks like.
It looks like around the one that we were looking at. I'm not exactly sure the model, but it looks like it could have been the 550, the 900, that sort of range. And it's expensive. It is, but also, I mean, so are Anker batteries. You know, I'm just trying to think of like the Anker battery, the 20,000 milliamp Anker battery. You know. Those are also pretty expensive. They can be in the hundreds, and then this is like the supercharged version of that, with the capability.
And also, you could do a web search, because I saw these on Newegg once for a very good sale price. I forgot what it was.
I'm also plus an extra smart battery. What is that? Oh, you get two. Oh, so like.
Two of them?
Less expensive than two, but one of them just doesn't have any interface. It looks like it just connects.
Oh, I see. So they plug into one another.
They daisy chain almost. Yeah. That is so crazy. Yeah, here's one on Newegg for 500.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, just know what you're getting into. It's not going to be cheap, but it also serves a pretty incredible purpose.
No, absolutely. The fact that you can leave it plugged into AC and it turns itself on and off
Yeah.
depending on.
Also,
if
I
it's
remember
getting
looking at uninterruptible power supplies. Those things are not cheap either.
No.
What's the brand? Is it Cyber?
I'm looking now. Sun power.
Exactly. So here we go. Here's a few. Like this Cyber Power option is $200.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
Yeah.
$189.
Yeah.
And the battery, you need to replace the battery like every 3 years. The battery's $100 or something.
Right. So that is one thing. Is I wonder if this Delta power station is it lithium,
Oh, interesting.
which might mean that it's a more expensive battery too, and hopefully longer lasting.
Yeah, you know, he said they've had it for a number of years, so maybe not.
Go green without sacrificing speed. It's probably somewhere on here, but I can't skim fast enough.
Yeah.
Featured in. Lithium phosphate. I don't know chemistry. But I guess I'm sure. I feel pretty confident in saying that I bet the battery chemistry is different than those uninterruptible power supplies, and it's my guess is that it's going to be a higher quality battery chemistry.
Oh, okay.
More similar to a cell phone battery is my guess. I'm, like I said, just guessing.
Yes.
But
Do some research before you spend $1,000.
yeah, definitely. And I love the fact that you can also put in a solar panel. Like you can't do that on an uninterruptible power supply. So anyway, very, very, very cool gadget. Thank you so much, Victor, for recording that. It was great. It was perfect.
Okay, Victor is getting a Mad magazine. So if you want to supply us with a video, it was great to have somebody who's never sent in a video before. Anything to do with a gadget, okay? 1 to 3 minutes. Make sure we can see the gadget and hear you. You can be in it if you want, or like with Victor, you can do voice over and put it up on YouTube. When you upload to YouTube, there's a drop-down menu. You can click unlisted, and that way only people you send the URL to will be able to have access to your video. Email that to us, mail@gizwiz.tv. And we'll win the current issue of Mad Magazine autographed to you if you live in the U.S. or Canada. If you live elsewhere in the world, send us a video anyway, and I will autograph a 40-year-old Alfred E. Newman photo and send you a high-res image to print out at your end. And from a couple feet away, it looks just like the original. And it'll have your name on it, too. Mail@gizwiz.tv. Do it today.
Do it today. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget. The letter I meant.
Here come the letters, your lovely letters. Here come the Giz Wiz letters now.
All right. This is from Sid in Niagara Falls, Canada. He was referring to the show where we did this weird bank. And he said, when I was around 10, I remember being mesmerized by the Addams Family Bank my father brought home. I remember playing and staring at it for hours, using pennies in those days. I found someone with a video of it on YouTube, and it was indeed from 1964. So this is the video that he found on
the Thing Bank.
Whoa.
So when you put in the coin, the bank will rock a little bit, showing activity. Then a hand will come out and should take the coin.
Oh, it is rocking.
What?
And again, if you look closely, you can see the bank rock back and forth.
It's lifting. It's lifting right off the table. That snap is very aggressive.
It really is.
Pretty simple little bank.
That is awesome. That is so funny.
Yeah. Now I found one on eBay that doesn't even work, and I think the guy is asking $50 for it.
Whoa. Oh, playing another video in the background. There we go. Here's the. Wow.
Yeah. Now, go through the pictures because that is some inside. Yeah. Keep going. And he starts taking it apart. And look at this.
Oh, whoa.
And the
What a
next picture.
Crazy mechanism.
Is this bizarre? Look at the batteries and the springs.
Whoa. Where do the coins stay? There's so much stuff in there.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I don't know where the coins go. Look at this thing. So this looks like this almost like it's been on fire or something.
Yeah, I know. It's it's rotting before our eyes.
Yeah. And then
that looks like a PCB board that's like orange.
Yeah.
That, whatever that
You're
is.
right. Where does the money go?
So which part is batteries? I think this is the battery compartment, would be my guess.
Yeah.
The money comes down there. Where does the money go?
Maybe that black box under. Oh, it looks like.
See, this seems like the battery compartment. Probably this.
Yes, that's probably where the coins come out.
Oh. Oh yeah, there's the battery compartment.
Yeah.
Man.
That is, and then I saw another one, but it's gone now. It was $100, but I guess that one worked. but
That is so crazy.
yeah, isn't that bizarre?
I love the old gadget. This is very old gadget.
No, it's great. That's great fun, Sid. Thank you. It was fun seeing that. Yeah.
We want to say thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Thank you guys so much for supporting our show. You guys support every single episode, so thank you so much. If you want to give back to the Giz Wiz, you can head on over to gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab, and there's a big old banner that'll take you to our Patreon page. There's also a tiny little PayPal link. And also, if you want to give, we are still running the CES fundraiser. So however you support, thank you so much for your generosity. It's awesome. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Gizwiz.tv is where you can watch the show live. Don't forget, tomorrow, New Year's Eve, we will be doing a special live stream just for y'all. And so please come by, what was it,
11:45.
11:45. Come on down, and we'll be bringing in the new year, 11:45 Eastern time. And so we hope to see you there. It's just always a fun time. I've already bought the decorations, and we're going to break tradition because I bought new decorations.
Oh my gosh. And
Yes.
now we're going to be embarrassed at this end.
So the bar is set really high. I think I've had the same decorations since 2020. Maybe 2019. There's a possibility. So anyway, it'll be a really fun time, so please come on by. And then also stop by on the 4th, January 4th, because we'll be recording 2 episodes that night, best of and worst of. So please head on over there. Head on over to Dickie D's website, gizwiz.biz, where he writes articles about all of the gadgets that we talk about. Nice, easy to follow links and some opinions about each of them. So head on over to gizwiz.biz. While you're there, this is the last moment, if you're watching the live stream, to play What the Heck Is It? This is like, we are counting down the hours until you can't get a guessing anymore. So this is the entire gadget, get a guessing, and by the time the actual feed sees this, it'll be long gone, and we'll have a new gadget there, so you can check that out. This is what you're playing for. This Mad Magazine, your ad here, and it's a good one, honestly. So I'm not to give it away last second, but This is actually a world famous gadget in Venezuela because it is the Venezuelan cookie holder. You know,
Wow.
they get tired of those cookie crumbs all over their fingers, so they have the world famous in Venezuela Venezuelan cookie holder. So if you think you know what this is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. That wraps it up for our last show of. We'll see you next year on the Giz Wiz.
I'll be here. Okay, we need a photo.
I'm gonna act like I'm crying. There we go.
All right.
Sounds like you're taking off. You're going to space.
Only 38 seconds. Foaming at the mouth.
I like that one.
Second
Risk
time's a
versus
charm.
reward.
It's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful. Second time's a charm. Smile, you're on camera. I like foaming at the mouth. You want to do that one?
Okay, yeah, I do. Yeah, that's fun.
Perfect.
Martron, thank you.
Perfect. Boop. Here we go in 3, 2. It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mads Maddest Writer, Dick D. Bartolo. This is episode 1968, recorded Thursday, December 30th, 2023. Foaming at the mouth.
Perfect.
Awesome, awesome. Okie dokie. Well,
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Very good. We're going to chat for a minute after the show.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Perfect. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
See you tomorrow and next Thursday.
Exactly.